Have you ever been to a car dealership with your friend and you just so happen to look to your right and you see a beautiful Monstera plant and you wonder if there's any way you can take it home with you? Well, a couple years ago, I went through that exact same scenario when I tagged along with my friend to buy her car. I was already a couple years into my plant mom journey, having acquired 20 some odd plants, and listening to the Plant Daddy podcast gave me some prior knowledge. But I just want to take a second right now and ask y'all a question. What does nature mean to you? To me, nature is everything. I see the beauty of nature all around. I feel like we just have to open our eyes to it and we'll be able to see it. I personally love to beautify my home with little nuggets of nature all around, whether that be plants, rocks, a water tower, whatever. But times are tough, and as I said earlier, Monsteras can fetch you quite a pretty penny, and I'm trying to beautify my home with little nuggets of nature, not trying to break the bank. Therefore, today I will be explaining the steps on how to propagate a plant, from locating the node to your propagating options, and then when to transfer it to soil. First, you're going to want to locate the node. This is an area on the plant where roots and stems and leaves will emerge. And the University of Pennsylvania says that when you want to find the node, you're going to want to look for the newest leaves that have emerged. And if you look at this photo here, this here is the node. They're found in intervals along the plant. And you can see where the stems and this stem has emerged and these aerial roots come out. But once you've located the node, you're then going to want to cut a couple inches below that at the internode. And the Kennedy Quartz Garden defines an internode as a place where aerial roots, stems, and leaves will not emerge. And if you look here, this is the internode, and where you're going to want to cut, you see there's no aerial roots or anything around there. But once you have made that cut, you are going to choose your propagation options. You have a couple. You either have water, some perlite, or soil. In my personal opinion, water works best, but there's a couple key components you want to keep in mind whenever you are propagating. Is keeping your cutting moist and adequate sunlight, lots of bright but indirect sunlight, typically coming from a north or east facing window. Once you have made your cut and you chose to propagate your plant, after a couple weeks to a month, if your roots have grown a full head of hair, then your plant is ready to pot. And the Kennedy Quartz Garden says that once your roots have become established, it is ready to transfer into soil. And typically that's once they have. I personally like to wait two weeks to a month before I do that. But yes, there are your steps to propagating a plant with nodes, specifically from locating the node to your propagating options and then when to transfer it to soil. But I wish you the best luck with growing your collection and with your propagation station. Thank you.